All right, back on SportsCenter more now on our breaking news from the NFL. Aaron Rodgers says he is done after this year, after deciding to return for a 22nd season and second with the Steelers. He met with the media today and explained how he made the decision to come back one last time.
Yeah, there was some doubt for sure, but I had good conversations with Mike going back to when he was hired, and yeah, it's nice to come back. I mean, it felt different than last year because I knew some of the guys and some of the people that work here and stuff, so it felt good coming in.
You know, everybody was extremely excited when the decision became official. So I think that speaks for itself and speaks volumes of what he's established just in his short time here with his decision. It's there was a lot of conversation that went on, particularly the last 5 or 6 weeks, and but being here for OTAs is it's, in my view, is what I was looking for and what he was looking for, and we'll get the work done that we need to get done.
Aaron, do you believe this could be your last year? Do you even think of that right now?
Yes. This is it, yeah.
No hesitation. Steelers reporter Brooke Pryor joining us now live from Pittsburgh. Brooke, you were in the room there as Aaron Rodgers said this would be his last season. What more can you tell us?
Well, Jay, last year was almost his last year in Pittsburgh because he told me that after Mike Tomlin walked away after that wild card loss, that he thought that was it for him in Pittsburgh. But once Mike McCarthy got hired, he said that opened his mind up to the idea of returning to the Pittsburgh Steelers. He said that it's felt really full circle now to have Mike McCarthy back in the building. And the fact that Mike McCarthy is here, well, that's partly a testament to Aaron Rodgers, because Rodgers said that he suggested McCarthy as an outside candidate to Omar Khan at the end of last season, because he said, look, the way the league's trending right now, if you're friends with Sean McVay or Kyle Shanahan, any of those guys, you get head coach looks, but maybe we should consider an outside perspective. And that's when Mike McCarthy became involved in the conversation to be the Steelers head coach. Now, he said, Rodgers said that 10 a.m. Monday morning, he's in that meeting and it felt surreal. He felt like he was a 22-year-old kid again back in 2006, listening to Mike McCarthy's first meeting in Green Bay.
What's been the immediate reaction there as this news of this last season gets out?
I think it's expected. I mean, with Aaron Rodgers, it's never over until it's over. And so probably until we hear him say the words, I'm retired at the end of last season, that's when we'll all feel comfortable saying that he really is done, because Rodgers has kind of teased for the last couple of years that he was going to be done. But I think that this is the expectation. He's 42 years old. He'll be 43 in December. But he talked about with this team, he felt like they added some really good pieces, and they were so close a season ago when he talked about the importance of drafting that tackle in the first round and then adding a receiver that can play in the slot and outside in Alabama's Jeremy Bernard, that being a huge addition to this team. He also said he was really excited about Michael Pittman being added to this team. So I think that with Rodgers, yes, no one is super surprised that he said that it's his last year, but again, we'll believe it when we see it, when he's not here this time a year from now or in training camp a year from now.
All right, the team was out there practicing today. What did you see from Mr. Rodgers?
Well, he looks like Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we saw him out on the field. They were warming up in a downpour, doing a team stretch before they moved inside here to this indoor facility. And he did the same thing that he did on Monday. He had some handoffs. He was still QB1. He was still throwing the ball deep. And that's one thing that Coach Mike McCarthy noted in his presser when he was asked, like, look, does Aaron Rodgers still look like Aaron Rodgers? And he said, Aaron made it a point on day one to show that he still has that arm strength. We saw him hit a couple deep passes to DK Metcalf both on Monday and today. He's picked up right where he's left off, even though he is no longer that 22-year-old that Mike McCarthy first got to know in Green Bay.
All right, Pittsburgh opening its season at home against the Falcons, a season that Aaron Rodgers says will be his last. Brooke Pryor, thank you much. Rodgers will retire as one of the all-time greats. He ranks top 5 in passing yards, passing touchdowns, and completions over his very Hall of Fame worthy. SportsCenter, the Las Vegas Raiders are on the field for off-season team activities. Lots of changes in Vegas, including a new coach in Clint Kubiak, the top pick in the draft, Fernando Mendoza, his mentor Kirk Cousins, and the return of Max Crosby after a failed trade. Our Raiders reporter Ryan McFadden is live in Henderson, Nevada. Ryan, you were just at practice. What can you tell us about how Vegas is splitting up the QB reps between Fernando Mendoza and Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, Jay, even though Fernando Mendoza is the first overall pick, the Raiders are showing nothing is guaranteed. When the Raiders started practice day, on one field, it was Kirk Cousins and Aiden O'Connell. And another field, it was Fernando Mendoza working with the rookies. And as we continue during practice, when we get into team drills such as 11-on-11 and 7-on-7s, Kirk Cousins will get in most of the reps with the first team, followed by Aiden O'Connell and Fernando Mendoza. Now, the expectation is that Kirk Cousins will start the season at quarterback, even though the Raiders said the best player will ultimately play after a long battle during training camp.
All right, Ryan McFadden with the very latest from Henderson, Nevada, Raiders camp. Thank you, Ryan.
Hall of Famer, Rams legend Aaron Donald on SportsCenter, an official ambassador for Take Back Sports, and it is so great to see you. Love the hat, your AD99 Foundation. There you go, representing. I know you host football camps, right, in Pittsburgh and Los Angeles. What's a primary message that you give to kids?
Well, anytime you're working with kids, you want them to understand the importance of the work you put in, right? You get into it, what you put into it, right? So working with different kids, you want them to learn different things from technique standpoints, but understanding the work that go into it, right? To get what you want out of it, you got to put the body of work into it to get the output you want. So I'm always preaching hard work pays off, man. And it's been great, over the years in Pittsburgh to do as many camps as I did with younger kids all the way up to high school kids, and then be able to expand into the Los Angeles area and do the same great work, man. It's been fun. Just, trying to preach and let these kids know what it takes to get to where they're trying to get to. So
another really important thing that I think you're doing and very in step with what kids need today is launching this NIL mentorship program for high school seniors that you've done as they transition into college. What's the number one thing you're teaching them about navigating this current landscape?
So it's a lot into it, right? And for me, obviously, the NIL space is so big now. So I wanted to create something, kind of that safe space where we can, help these kids to manage that, give an understanding of what they're coming across, man, and kind of get an understanding, not just the financial side of things, but how you carry yourself, on and off a football field with your name and your likeness to continue to grow beyond sports. So
I'm sure you still keep an eye on your former team, the Rams, still led by the same quarterback that you won a Super Bowl with, Matthew Stafford.
Yes.
I mean, here he is. He's the reigning MVP. He's 38 years old. What are your thoughts about what he's doing?
Amazing. When he was last year, how he was playing. I'm like, man, whatever you taking, can I get some of that, man? You're not slowing down a bit, man. It's been fun to watch, obviously, as a fan now, being able to, watch these guys perform at the highest level, man. And I'm like the biggest Ram fan now. So, he's playing some special football at a high level. I think they got a really good football team, obviously got the right pieces to the puzzle. They added some great pieces to the defensive side from the secondary standpoint. And obviously having a great man like Sean McVay to lead them guys, man. I think, they should have got it done last year, but I feel like they got a better team this year than what they did last year. So I'm just excited to watch, as a fan on the sidelines, just cheering them on. So.
Okay, now on April Fool's Day, you posted a video working out and the caption said, "Feel relaxed, healthy, and ready. I'm back. # Rams House." Yes. Honestly, you looked like you could still play.
We stay in shape. We stay in shape. So the reason for me doing that, because Von Miller had posted something. I kind of thought it was real. He said he was going to the Raiders. So I wanted to do something funny too, man. And, just to put something out there, show a little workout. Everybody always asking, am I going to come back? So just wanted to do something fun. But, my time has passed. My days is up, man. But I definitely staying in shape. I will say I'm in great shape, but I'm not in football shape. So
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. A couple quick questions before I let you go. Who's your favorite defensive player to watch right now in the NFL?
Oh, man, there's so many great football players right now. Myles Garrett is definitely the top dog. He earned that, and he's been consistent for, some time now, right? So I'm excited to see what he do after that crazy year he had, man. And hopefully, his team get over the hump and start having that team success.
And finally, the Super Bowl is in LA in February. We're excited because we have it here on ESPN. Give me a winner.
Hopefully it's my Rams there. I was joking around saying that, hey, if the Rams go to the Super Bowl again in LA, I might have to suit up and see what I can do, 15, 20 snaps, So, I'm hoping it's going to be my Rams there. I think they got the talent there. And that'd be pretty cool to, fast forward from 21-22 season we won it here in LA, and it's coming back here this year to see that kind of come full circle and happen again. So, I'm a little biased, but I'm definitely going to stick with my team,
Listen, I would give anything to see you suiting up again for a couple of plays if that happens. But listen, we have to settle for having you on SportsCenter, which was an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. And, we'll see you soon.
I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the time. Thank you.